I'm Frank.
And I'm Nichole.
And we're the Nerdyweds. Hi, guys.
Hi. Welcome or welcome back to our channel. Today we are doing...
House of the Dragon.
Yep. Season 1, Episode 10.
Season finale.
Season finale. I honestly thought that there were 11 seasons because that's what
11 seasons?
11 episodes because that's what IMDb said. So they lied to me. So how dare you, sirs and madams and anything else.
And all the other stuff.
Yeah. So I'm super excited for this episode.
Me too.
It's been a great season so far. And I'm only expecting a huge craziness to happen. Last episode, we had Viserys died, finally, and Alicent misinterpreting the last words, where she truly believes that he wants Aegon to be king, which he does not. I mean, it's been what, like 20-ish years of him saying Rhaenyra is going to be my heir, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I want Aegon. Absolutely not. So I do think it was a misunderstanding with what he was saying. And so now Aegon's been, sworn in, I guess. I don't know. What's the technical term? I forgot.
Coronated? Coronated.
Yeah, that. So now he's king, and we're just waiting to see how Rhaenyra reacts to that. I don't think it's going to go well. I really don't. You had Rhaenys, she was locked up in her room because they didn't want anything happening to prevent Aegon from becoming king. And, she was let out anyway, and she took her dragon back, and it came through the floor, and it could have eaten Aegon if she wanted it to, and she didn't, so yeah, we will see what goes on with that.
Yeah. She didn't, because there's nothing more accursed than a kinslayer.
Yeah. So, we shall see. So, my expectations for this episode are very high. I want a lot of action to happen. I want Rhaenyra to get pissed, and I want her to start some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's a war that's going to happen because, if you watched Game of Thrones, Shireen had talked about it in season 5. Like, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones yet.
What are you even doing here?
No, there are people that started with this first. I've seen a reaction channel. They're starting Game of Thrones now, but they've watched House of the Dragon, which is perfectly fine. Everyone finds Game of Thrones their own way. But, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones, Shireen talks about the Dance of the Dragons in season 5, like an episode before she's gone. So you kind of know that there's a war that's going to come up, so I think this is going to be the start of it. So I am expecting war to start this episode. I'm not really going to ask you because you kind of know what's going to happen. So, but we will get to shows where you will not know what's going to happen. So, not of course, like the next couple shows that we're reacting to, Breaking Bad and Star Trek, he knows what's going to happen in those. So, we'll get to shows where I've seen them and he hasn't, and then eventually shows where neither of us have seen it. So we can both go in blind. Before we get into this episode, don't forget to give us thumbs up if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell so that when we have new videos out, you're notified.
And maybe leave us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of this season and what you think is going to happen next season.
Yes. Also, if you are interested in full reactions, check out our Patreon. The link will be in the description. You don't have to check it out, but if you do, that would be super cool. I finally got things fixed over there because apparently the videos were blocked, but that's all fixed now. So they are all available to watch. If you are watching this on Patreon, you're going to have to sync up your own video to this to avoid copyright. So I will put a few seconds of the video up for you to match so that we're completely synced up. So that will happen for Patreon. I'll also put a timestamp down there for when that starts to make it a little easier on you. Also, real quick, I just wanted to mention that tonight I decided to wear my candy corn mini ears that I made. Because it goes with my shirt. So.
And she makes these and sells them on Etsy.
Yes.
Link down below.
Yes.
Check them out.
I will
all handmade, hand sewn.
And embroidered on some of them.
So you can get them customized.
Yes.
Get your name on them.
On some of them. Some of them are set designs that are embroidered on them, but some of them aren't. So if you want them to have a name or something on them, you can definitely put that in, the notes, and I will get it customized for you. So link for my shop will be in the description.
Sponsored video.
No.
Sponsored by her.
No, not sponsored, but absolutely shameful.
Shameful plug.
Only because I usually wear these when I do my other channel and I play The Sims and other Disney things. And today I was just feeling a little festive because it's close to Halloween, so why not?
All right.
On that note, let's get into the video.
Just a painted table.
A Dragonstone?
Yeah.
That's what I think, yeah. Because that's where Rhaenyra is, right?
I think so. At least that's where she was in the book at this point.
Not like you. In what way, sweet boy? Not so perfect.
Do you think she's perfect? I mean, people are accusing you of being a bastard, so...
Good morrow, Princess.
Good morrow, Sir Laurent.
Is this where she finds
Princess
out about her
Rhaenys
father?
has just arrived on Dragonback.
Here we go.
The Princess Rhaenys Targaryen.
Thank you, Sir Laurent.
Yeah, we've met.
Once or twice.
Cerys is dead. There is more. Aegon has been crowned as his successor. The High Septon crowned Aegon in the Dragon Pit. I witnessed it myself just before I fled on Meleys.
That whore of a queen murdered my brother and stole his throne, and you could have done more for it.
I mean, she didn't murder him, but they don't know that for sure. No.
Baby's coming.
Well, that's bad timing.
In the book, they left the king in his deathbed for several days while they sent out ravens to get their allies together before she even found out. So they had a big head start.
So much is happening.
Princess.
Baby's coming. Grandfather's dead. Your uncle's the king.
So that means he's coming too.
It's too much stressful news on her all at once. That's what's...
Your grandsire, King Viserys, has passed.
Raven flew in this morning. The sea snake's fever is broken, and he has left even form.
So he's getting better? I told me to laugh at that, but that was like...
Get out of my belly! You wee devil!
Gross.
Oh.
Oh, oh my god!
Dude, she's hardcore. She's gonna yank it out and be like, ah!
Oh no. Aw. That poor thing. That is now the third baby to die in this series. Very sad.
Incest will do that.
I don't think that's what caused this death.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's all the stress loaded onto her all at once. That happens. That's the dude that helped out Rhaenys.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Hold no lands. Father no children. I shall guard her secrets. Obey her commands.
My queen.
Whew. Almost crying.
Well, now you know something's gonna happen, because can't two people be the leader?
No.
Your Grace.
Still a little iffy with Rhaenys. Like, she didn't kneel when they were crowning her. She didn't bow her head just now. Like, I'm a little confused with her. I feel like she's for Rhaenyra because she went through all the trouble to get to her to tell her about her father and everything. But there's still part of me that doesn't completely trust her. So.
Sup?
Oh, look, it's my favoriteest person.
There keeps being all kinds of
I come at the
confrontations
behest of the
here.
Dowager Queen Alice. Where is the princess?
There's no princess here.
Only queens.
Could you imagine getting pooped on by a dragon?
I imagine it would be our last time.
Princess Rhaenyra.
I'm Queen Rhaenyra now.
Acknowledge Aegon as king and swear obeisance before the Iron Throne. In exchange, His Grace will confirm your possession of Dragonstone. It will pass to your true-born son, Jacaerys.
Oh.
So he's basically saying, we know they're bastards, we'll legitimize them.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is bend the knee.
I would rather feed my sons to the dragons than have them carry shields and caps. For your drunken usurper cunt of a king.
Aegon,
You are no more hand than Aegon is king. Fucking traitor.
Mm.
You know what would have been easier? To just toss him over the side.
Mm-hmm. Probably would have saved her some headache later.
Yeah. What is that? I don't know what that is.
Me neither.
Queen Alicent eagerly awaits your answer.
She can have her answer now, stuffed in her father's mouth along with his withered cock. Let's end this mummer's farce.
Headlong into war.
The enemy have declared war. What are you going to do about it?
Calm down.
Clear the room. You know my oath reaches beyond our personal ambitions. A song of ice and fire.
What nonsense are you
Against the
talking?
darkness in the north, a conqueror's dream. Viserys shared it with me when he named me heir.
Well, excuse me.
Dreams didn't make us kings. Dragons did.
Are you out of your mind?
A little bit.
Well, we would also hope to have the support of houses Arryn, Baratheon, and Stark.
Hope is the fool's ally.
But all of them swore oaths to me.
As did House Hightower, if I remember.
As did you, Lord Corlys.
Just cut straight to it.
Yeah.
His realm.
Just making it seem like just
Is one
because
of justice.
Arryn and Baratheon share blood with her, that they'll
Our
support
houses
her.
are
They
bound by
also
common
share
blood,
blood with Aegon.
Common
Then.
cause. You have the full support of our fleet and house.
Good.
You honor me, Lord Corlys.
I think she's a little surprised with that. I'm a little surprised by it.
We should bear those messages. Dragons can fly faster than ravens, and they're more convincing.
You mean more intimidating?
Convincing is convincing.
Right, Your Grace.
Very well.
Plus, you know, it's
Prince
totally
Jacaerys
safe. What
will
could
fly
possibly
north.
happen?
First, we must remind these lords of the oaths they swore. And the cost of breaking them.
I feel like sending your sons is not a good idea. Not that I don't trust them, I just don't think it's safe for them. And I swear if something happens to them, I'm gonna be upset about it, so don't look at me.
I swear it.
I really don't want anything to happen to him. He's just so innocent and I'm gonna cry.
I expect you will receive a very warm welcome.
Yeah, Lord Boros has an Xbox. You'll
Chris.
totally love it.
As a what?
Has an Xbox.
Oh,
Kids like Xbox.
I thought you said a neck box. I'm like, what the hell is that?
That's all about that neck box.
I thought like it was some kind of torture device and I was going to get very upset. How dare you? Oh, I got a bad feeling. Uh-oh.
Oh, somebody's already here.
Patchy's here.
Hmm.
I said Patchy.
Prince Viserys Velaryon. Son of Princess Rhaenyra Targaryen.
Come on, Draft, like you didn't know he was here.
I brought you a message from my mother, the Queen.
Why did they all
Where's the
choose
bloody
uncomfortable chair, like thrones?
The throne is about looking intimidating, not being comfy.
Well, you know, if they had gone for the comfy look, Viserys would probably still be alive.
Hmm.
Can you not read?
He wanted a summarization.
He wants the Cliff Notes.
Yeah. It's like, give me
Remind
short
me
version.
of my father's oath.
Oh.
King Aegon at least came with an offer. My swords and banners for a marriage pact. If I do as your mother bids, which one of my daughters will you wed?
He's already promised to someone.
My lord, I am not free to marry.
So you come with empty hands.
Well, no, he had a note in one of them a minute ago.
Wait!
I remember
My
when I used to
lord's
feel
strong.
bad for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
I will not fight you. I came as a messenger, not a warrior.
Fight would be little challenge. No. I want you to put out your eye. I would not blind you.
You want him to do it himself?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Then you are craven as well as a traitor.
Not here. Give me your eye, or I will take it, bastard.
Go away.
Not in my hall.
Something tells me he's still a little bitter about the eye.
Just a tad. He might also be a little crazy.
Well,
but that goes hand in hand with the Targaryen, so.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't like this. You know, they cancel flights on planes because of rain. I don't know the procedure for dragons. Dude! That's the thing about smaller dragons is that they're a lot more agile than the bigger ones, so...
Just gotta juke them out.
Yeah. Oh, also they could fit in spots like that.
Mm-hmm. See, there we go.
There we go.
Of course, that was probably his cover.
I don't like this still.
Ah! You're up. Oops. He thinks that was a little more than he expected. Oh, he's like, oh, my bad. No one is more accursed than a kinslayer.
Oh my god, I'm so... Oh no! And you said that was good. Oh my god. I still didn't bring in any tissues.
Mm. Oh, she's mad.
Someone is pissed. Are you serious?
Mm.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I hate you.
Mm. Hmm.
I'm mad. I knew something was gonna happen, but I'm still mad about it.
Mm.
That poor boy. He didn't want the. He didn't want to do the. I can't even speak. He didn't want Driftmark or anything, and
He just wanted to play Xbox.
Neckbox.
Neckbox. It's a Game of Thrones Xbox.
Oh my god. And now we gotta wait.
Yep.
This
Probably a whole year, if not more.
It better not be more. Okay. It was a good episode.
Yeah.
A lot happened. I'm just bitter, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because I knew something was gonna happen to him, but I didn't think it was gonna be that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I had a feeling that I don't know the big dragon's name. It starts with a V, I think. Whatever. I had a feeling he was going to do something like eat the other one, because it reminded me of How to Train Your Dragon. How they all had the giant hive with the huge dragon, and it ate other dragons, and that's what that dragon reminds me of. So I had a feeling that he was gonna like chomp the other dragon. I didn't necessarily think in half with Luke still on him.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that. Oh god. I don't think that's really what Eamon wanted to happen.
No,
like,
no, he didn't.
He really just wanted an eye.
Yeah,
he wanted, you know, vengeance for when they were younger, but yeah, like you said about being a kinslayer.
Yeah, that's what terrifies him.
Yeah,
because he knows he's gonna get his comeuppance from the gods.
Yeah,
and it ain't gonna be good.
Yeah. That's one way to get Rhaenyra to, start war, even though she doesn't want to start the war.
Yeah.
Until she has.
Well, she does now.
Until she has all her allies, and
she was super mad.
Yeah.
A little bit miffed.
Just a tiny bit. So, we got that to look forward to in the next season, which I really hope isn't long. Like a year probably, but anything more than that, I'm going to be a little upset. I'm still a little weary with Rhaenys. I think that she let this whole, that Rhaenyra was complacent with Laenor's death and everything. I don't think she ever really let that go. Not that she should. I mean, that's her son. I just think she's really biding her time to do something.
She's playing the game.
Yeah. So I don't completely trust her still. So we'll see where that goes. We didn't see any of Alicent or Aegon, but their presence was still known in this episode. Because they're not sitting on their asses.
No.
They're like, you know what? We know this is gonna cause some fighting. We need to get everyone that we can.
Yeah.
So the best way is to go and make sure they get all of Rhaenyra's allies on their side before Rhaenyra can get to them. So, and like you were saying, how in the book it took them days before they told anyone.
Yeah, in fact,
this would be why, so that they can get.
No one even in the castle knew, and anybody who did know was put into the dungeon.
Like they did in the.
Like they did.
Yeah.
But they left him there for a long time while they did all the stuff. That way nobody would find out. So they kind of rushed over that a little bit, and it probably didn't make for good TV anyway, doing it the way they did in the book. So that's probably why they did it this way.
Yeah. I mean, I still like what's going on. I mean, it still works.
Yeah.
They didn't tell people right away, but they're not sitting on it for like weeks. They made sure that Aegon got crowned in front of, everyone. So like it's not like they're sitting on it and carefully planning out their moves. Like, I'm sure that they're carefully planning it out, but they're also getting it done quick, which is smart on their part. So I don't know if Rhaenyra was going about it the right way, though. I mean, look what had happened. So, I mean, I don't really think that you should go into these kind of things off of your emotions, because that's not always smart.
It's probably never smart.
Yeah, so in a way, she was right to not go right to war like Daemon wanted to. But at the same time, look what it got her. It got her a dead son. So I don't know.
Yeah, probably gonna be a lot of dead people between now and the end. So speaking of the end, blacks or greens?
Who am I rooting for?
Yeah. Your hair says greens.
Yeah. Well, green is my favorite color. I don't know. Like, I like Rhaenyra. I really do. But I also like Alicent. So.
And you know that she's not doing it
out of spite.
Yeah, she's doing it because she thought the king said, yeah, this over here.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Grand prediction for the end, blacks or greens?
I mean, going based off of Game of Thrones and how there's never been a queen, like a female ruler, I'm not gonna say, oh, I think blacks are gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also not gonna say greens are gonna win because I really don't know how it turns out. I just don't think that it turns out good for either of them.
Well,
I don't know. I'm probably gonna say greens.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that Aegon has more support. So, because he's a male.
Yeah.
As much as I would like for Rhaenyra to win the whole thing, I honestly don't see that happening.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I would think that he would have more support just because of the one thing that I said before and that they've said in the books is that the lords are going to support the king because they have older sisters, and that would call their claim into question if they support Rhaenyra.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So. I mean, otherwise, it was a really good episode. I did really enjoy it. It got me crying a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the whole thing with the baby and Rhaenyra being crowned really brought tears to my eyes. And then, of course, Luke, that just crushed my soul.
Mm.
So, nothing ever good comes when Aemon's around. Just, yeah. I like I said, I used to feel bad for him because they used to pick on him a lot. But his personality did a complete 180 as soon as he got that dragon.
Yeah, well, he found the power to not be bullied anymore.
And I totally
and
get
took
that.
It too far.
Yes, and I totally support, standing up to your bullies and everything. But in the meantime, he became a bully himself.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I don't know. I do feel kind of bad for him, though, because that's not what he wanted to happen.
No, it's not.
No, both dragons seem to
kind of do what they wanted
do what they wanted. Yeah, well, the one was being pursued, so it was like fight
or
flight.
Threatened, yeah.
So
it felt threatened, so it was gonna fight.
Yeah, and then so the other one's like, all right, you want to fight? We're gonna fight. Like, all right. On that note, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Don't forget to do all the YouTube stuff.
Yep.
And
check out our Rings of Power videos.
Yes.
We're going to be...
check out our Rings of Power. Check out our Breaking Bads.
We're going to be doing video games very soon.
Yeah.
So check them out.
Excited for that.
Those will probably be up on Patreon first, I would think.
Yeah, I'll probably edit down for YouTube and then just do the full thing on Patreon. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that yet.
But soon. Yes.
We might even do some video games that are just exclusive for Patreon.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe the shorter ones.
Yeah.
Or maybe the longer ones. We'll see.
Yeah, we're not sure. I think we're gonna start with what, Doki Doki?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So if you're interested in Doki Doki Literature Club, I already know all about it. I've watched people play it before. He knows next to nothing.
Yeah, I played maybe 45 minutes into it.
So we're just going to restart the whole thing. I do remember telling him a little bit about it.
Yeah, I heard it. That's why I was like, oh, I got to get this game.
Yeah.
I heard it that it's...
But does he know exactly what happens?
No.
And if I told him, he doesn't remember. Because I know my husband. And it's like a freaking sift up there. A sieve. Yeah, that. A colander.
Old man brain.
Yeah. So if you're interested in watching that, that'll be up really soon. And I'm excited for that because I've been really wanting to get into video games lately. So keep an eye out for that. If you are subscribed and have notifications on, you'll obviously know first when those are out. So do the YouTube things. And until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye.